Hello everybody. Hello dear students. We are here again together for learning lesson number 5, location and time in standard 7th social science. So let us learn the topic and lesson number 5, location and time. The word location we have heard in using the smartphones that it has an option of location. Location means an exact place on the earth and time that we all know, and here in this lesson we are going to learn how time is calculated. So let us start the lesson. For your understanding, I have not chosen the textbook because the figures will not show you the correct details in brief, but few details that I have taken from the pictures so that it will be very clear to you. So let us start the lesson. First we'll learn about latitudes and longitudes. So first of all, latitudes are horizontal imaginary lines drawn on the globe in east-west direction, and longitudes are vertical imaginary lines drawn on the globe in north-south direction. So let us understand both the terms latitudes and longitudes by observing the figure of the earth, the globe of the earth. Here, first of all, it is shown that draw a circle and draw latitudes on it. Latitudes, we all know latitude means horizontal line. Here there is a figure of earth, and in that you can see that there is a word equator here, equator. So the line which is horizontally drawn on the globe, in the center you can see here this part and this part are equal. The center line is known as equator, and the another lines which are drawn over here are known as latitude. Latitude means horizontal lines, and you can see here first of all in the center there is equator, and it divides the earth into two parts, northern side and southern side. The northern side part means the part which is on the top, which is known as northern hemisphere. And here from the equator, the part which is on the downside, which is known as southern hemisphere. So I hope these two terms are clear in your mind. First of all, the equator, which is a line in the center of the globe of the earth, that is equator. Then it makes the globe into two parts, north hemisphere which is on the top and south hemisphere. So this is with the help of the picture we can understand that there is a equator and lines 15-degree north latitude, then 23.5 north latitude here, these lines, then 30-degree north latitude 45, 60, 75, 90, and here also in the south side 15 south latitude 23.5 degree south latitude, 30 degree south latitude, 45 degree, 60 degree south latitude, and 75 degree south latitude. Here at the corner it is 90 degree. So this is about latitude. Now let us see what is longitudes. Here in the another picture it is shown, draw a circle and draw longitudes on it. Here the picture of the earth, and here you can see that the longitudes are vertical lines. There are north pole and south pole in the upper part and lower part of the earth, and the lines you can see here, the lines which is bit vertical from the north pole to the south pole, and The different degrees are also mentioned. In the center there is 60 degree, is then 45 on the both sides, 30, 19, 105, 120, 135 degree, 160 degree, and west direction also is indicated. So these are longitudes. So I hope that it is clear in your mind what is longitude and what is latitude. Latitude, as we all know, are horizontal lines, and longitudes are vertical lines drawn on the globe of the earth to understand the location of any particular place and to measure the time. That is also important, both the terms longitude and latitude. So I hope it is clear in your mind what is longitude, what is latitude. Now due to these two terms, there are few another equations or different terms we will learn. So after that, the third term, that is the third point, that is among the uncountable stars in the sky, there is one bright star. Usually it is seen in the north direction and it is called as the North Star or pole star. We all are aware about that star, which is much more bigger than the other stars and it shines much more than any other stars. That is why it is much more important to know the directions as well, and it is known as North Star or pole star. Now after that, the next point is the 0 degree longitude which passes through Greenwich in England is called as prime meridian. Dear students, please take note that there are few important terms that we have seen earlier: latitude, longitude, now prime meridian or Greenwich time. It is also known as Greenwich time. Greenwich, it is a place in England, and from where 0 degree longitudes. Longitudes means the 0 degree vertical lines on the globe of earth that passes through Greenwich in England, and it is known as prime meridian. And the vertical line longitude divides the earth into two parts, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. The middle or in the center of the globe of the earth, there is a vertical line which divides the earth into two parts, and that is eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Let us understand this by the picture or the figure of longitude and latitude. Here you can see the exact in the center. There is one straight line, it is a longitude, and that longitude divides the earth into two parts, that is here western direction and here eastern direction. We all know about north and south, but due to the line in the center, that is the 0 degree longitude, and which makes two parts, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. So I hope this is clear in your mind what is longitude and how it divides the earth. We have seen equator, which divides the earth into two parts, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Due to the longitudes, it divides into eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Now let us move forward. The 0 degree longitude which passes through Greenwich is known as prime meridian, which divides the earth into two parts, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Now the next point is here the biggest time clock. Sorry, one point is left, so let us continue from there. There is only one 180-degree longitude, which is known as the international dateline. Keep this thing in your mind, that what is international dateline. International dateline is only 180 longitude, and which is known as international dateline. In short, we can write IDL. It is also known as IDL, international dateline. We'll learn about it further, so you will be clear about international dateline. Now after that, the next point, that is the biggest time clock on the earth is the sun. The biggest time clock of the earth is the sun. We all know by the position of sun we can come to know the time, not the exact or perfect time, but we can calculate the time in our mind. It may be a morning, afternoon or evening, that we can easily come to know. The time of the earth is decided by the position of the sun in the sky and its longitude. Now dear students, keep this thing in your mind. We have studied about longitude and latitude. About that, the next few lines is there. Longitudes we all know are vertical lines, and latitude are horizontal lines drawn on the globe of the earth. So from here, do pay attention over here. The earth completes one full rotation in 24 hours on its axis. That we all know and we have studied in the previous lessons of geography, that the earth takes 24 hours in completing one rotation on its axis. There are 360 longitudes in all. There are 360 longitudes in all. Means here there is an earth longitude like this. There are 360 longitudes in all. Thus 15 longitudes pass by the sun in 1 hour. In 1 hour, 15 longitudes, as the earth rotates on its axis, 15 longitudes pass in an hour. So one longitude takes 4 minutes to rotate. That is clear. That as it is said that total 360 longitudes in 1 hour, means in 60 minutes 15 longitudes pass. So if we divide this to number, 15 fours are 60. 15 fours are 60. So in 60 minutes 15 longitudes pass, and 4 minutes are taken by one longitude. 4 minutes are taken by one longitude to pass, and that is the difference in time in all the places. So I hope you have understood that, the details about how one longitude takes 4 minutes to pass. Now let us see the next point. The time according to the overhead position of the sun is a particular place is considered to be a local time. It is asked that what is local time? The local time is what? The time according to the overhead position of the sun in a particular place is considered to be a local time. When the sun is overhead in the afternoon, at that time we say that it is 12 p.m. Before that, up to 11:59 it is am. But when the sun is exact overhead, from then on we count the time. That is local time, not the perfect time, but the local time. Now next point, all places on the same longitudes have the same local time, and the places located at different longitudes in the same country have different times. As we have seen, longitudes, imaginary vertical lines on the globe of the earth, and if a country has different longitudes in different parts of the country, then the time will be different, and due to that, due to removing that defect, there is an particular time decided in a same country. So the center of the country, the center place of the country is taken to know the local time, and that time is followed in the whole country. Now let us see the next point. The local time of a place which is situated in the middle of the country is taken as the standard time of that country. We have seen local time. Now standard time. Local time, we have understood the overhead position of the sun of a particular person, that is particular place, that is local time. But in any country, the center, and at that place the local time of that place is to be taken as the standard time of the country. So that is what the basic difference between local time and standard time. Standard time, it is useful for the whole country, so the country has the same time in all the different states or regions of that same country. So that is the difference between local time and standard time. On the basis of a particular longitude in a country, which is known as standard time. So we have understood the difference between local time and standard time. Local time, it is decided by the position of the sun when it is overhead or exact on our head. It is local time, but the standard time is taken for the whole country, and it is taken from the center place of the country. The standard time for India is calculated from 82.5 degree east longitude, which passes through Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. So the center of India is taken at Uttar Pradesh, Allahabad. When it is 12 o'clock at noon at Allahabad, it is considered to be at 12 o'clock noon for the entire nation. So now, by reading this example, you might have understood what is standard time. India is a very vast country, and there may be a situation where the different parts of the country, the states which are on the north side, states which are on the south side, or east side or west side, may have different longitude, but the center of India, that is taken as Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh, which is at 82.5 degree east longitude, is taken as the center. And when there is 12 o'clock at noon in Allahabad, the whole country has to keep that time according to that place only. That is standard time of any country, and for India it is Allahabad, taken as the center. And now let us move forward in the next point. The 180 degree longitude is called as the international date line. Date and day are changed when it is crossed. It passes through the Pacific Ocean and separates two calendar dates. Pacific Ocean, when it changes the island or any country, the time and date and day are changed. It is not exactly 180 degree at all the places since the crisscrosses across several time zones. So it may be there in your mind that why international date line is not a straight line, but it is in actual it is a zigzag line, because in many parts there are islands or countries on both the sides. So keeping that thing in your mind, when there is an ocean the line has to be changed. That we'll see in the figure after this detail. If the international, there are many islands in this ocean. If the international date line is drawn straight, it will pass through these islands. So there would be 2 dates and 2 days on the same day on this island. To avoid this problem, the international date line, when it passes over land, it shifted towards the water bodies only and does not pass through any island. So the international date line moves in the oceans only, so that the date and day of any particular island or country will be the same. This is why the international date line is not straight, but it is zigzag. So that is what is given in the detail of international date line. Now let us understand international date line. Here the world's political map. In that you can see there are continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, then North America, South America, Australia, and in that there is a place which is covered with only water. There are many parts, but the part which is in this line, Pacific Ocean, the international date line is moved not in a straight line. It is not drawn on a straight line, but it is a zigzag line. So that if you see that if the international date line is straight, then there would be different time in the same continent, and it may happen that it may be in the same country also, and that is why the international date line is not straight, but it is somewhere zigzag. So this is what we are learning in this lesson, location and time. And about location, one thing I would like to add, that GPS, mobile phones and Google, it is a very popular and famous terms that we all know. GPS means global positioning system, that is shown in the phones or smartphones or laptops. Through internet we can see that, and with that we can come to know the exact longitudes or latitudes of any place of your city or village by using that feature. The exact latitude and longitude of a place can be known with the help of global positioning system, means GPS, in phones and satellites in space. Using the internet, you can get information about the latitude and longitude of your village or city by simply clicking on My Location in the Google Map. Option is given in Google Map about My Location, which shows the longitude and latitude of your city or country. In the textbook there are figures of the world map that I have shown earlier. Then there are 1 or 2 activities mentioned in the textbook, that how to measure angles with the help of protractor, as well as how to measure the angle of moon or the north star from your place. So you can read that activity and you can make that instrument yourself also. Another activity, measure the angle of different places in your classroom using protractor, pencil and paper. Draw a circle on a paper and write down the angles of the circle at 10 degree, 90 degree, 30 degree and 60 degree. And from that you can come to know about the angles on the globe of the earth. So that is why the activity is given in the textbook on page number 22 and 23. And there are few tables which are to be understood, that eastern countries and western countries on the globe of the earth. Then there is a picture of international dateline on 24th page. Then there are longitudinal coordinates and of different country. The longitudinal coordinates of India, it is given 68 degree east to 97 degree east. So it is about that. Then the time of different countries compared to India, if it is behind or ahead, that is also given, and all that answers will be there in this PDF. So do refer to that PDF, do read the textbook, and still try to cover whatever topics that I have explained. So thank you very much.